Seattle. A man sits alone in a rented house, surrounded by dusty books, cables, and a beige desktop PC. He types the word Amazon.com, a website that almost no one will visit that week. Outside, the rain hits the window. Inside, Jeff Bezos is smiling. Not because he's successful, he isn't, but because he knows something the rest of the world doesn't. If you double the number of experiments you do per year, he once said, you're going to double your inventiveness. This isn't a story about a bookstore. It's the story of a man who believed the future could be built like software. Line by line, system by system, experiment by experiment. And he was ready to rewrite the code of the world. Before the wealth, before the rockets, there was curiosity. Bezos was born in 1964 to a teenage mother and an immigrant stepfather who worked as an engineer. As a child, he took apart his crib with a screwdriver because he wanted to upgrade it. His teachers called him relentless. His grandfather called him resourceful. He wasn't satisfied with answers. He wanted frameworks. That instinct, to find the underlying logic of everything, became the foundation of his empire. By the time he graduated from Princeton, Bezos had one obsession: to understand how systems evolve. In the early 90s, he was a rising star at a hedge fund. Good suit, good money, good future. Then one day he read a statistic. Internet usage was growing at 2,300% a year. That number hit him like a lightning bolt. He realized something exponential was beginning, and almost no one saw it. He walked into his boss's office and said, "I'm going to sell books on the internet." His boss laughed. "That's cute, Jeff, but why would anyone buy a book online?" Bezos replied, "Because you can't hold infinity on a shelf." He quit, packed everything into a Chevy Blazer with his wife Mackenzie, and drove across America. Somewhere between Texas and Seattle, he wrote the first Amazon business plan on a laptop balanced on his knees. They slept in motels, lived off diner food, and dreamed about digital shelves stretching across the horizon. He called his life philosophy the regret minimization framework. He said, "When I'm 80, I want to look back and minimize the number of regrets in my life." It wasn't about success. It was about not wondering what could have been. The first Amazon office was a garage, concrete floors, metal desks made from doors. They called it the door desk. Bezos said it reminded them to stay frugal. He and a handful of employees packed books by hand. Every time an order came in, a little bell rang on the website. Eventually, it rang so often they had to turn it off. Reporters visited and called it cute. Wall Street called it suicidal. Bezos called it day one. Day one meant acting like the company was always at the beginning. Fast, hungry, experimental. Day two, he warned, was stasis, followed by irrelevance, followed by death. Amazon didn't aim to sell books. Books were just the seed. Bezos built something deeper, a flywheel, a loop that powered itself. Customer obsession, lower prices, more traffic, more sellers, more selection, happier customers, and back again. The faster it spun, the harder it was to stop. While others tried to maximize profit, Bezos maximized momentum. Investors screamed about losses. He smiled and said, "We're investing in a business model that will work at scale." They didn't understand. He wasn't running a bookstore. He was teaching a machine how to understand human desire. Amazon became a pattern factory. Every click, every scroll, every abandoned cart became data. A whisper of what customers wanted before they even knew it. He turned that data into power. Personalized recommendations, one-click orders, delivery predictions. Each system fed the next. It was commerce transformed into computation. By the early 2000s, Bezos had built something that couldn't be copied. Not a product, but an ecosystem. But with scale came intensity. Bezos demanded precision. He banned PowerPoint in meetings. Employees had to write 6-page memos to think clearly. He believed clarity was a weapon. Inside Amazon's warehouses, algorithms ruled, optimizing human motion to the second. Workers walked 10, 12, sometimes 14 miles a day. Critics said it was dehumanizing. Bezos said it was progress. To him, optimization wasn't cruelty. It was evolution. He saw inefficiency as a form of waste, and waste as a moral failure. Amazon Web Services, AWS, was born from a side project. No one believed renting computing power would be profitable. Today, it's one of the most lucrative technologies ever built. Then came the Kindle, Alexa, Prime, each one an attempt to control the space between desire and delivery. He didn't want Amazon to sell things. He wanted it to become the default interface for human consumption. By the 2010s, it was no longer clear whether Amazon served people or people served Amazon. As Amazon reached the stratosphere, Bezos looked higher. Blue Origin, his other child, a private space company founded quietly, long before SpaceX became a headline. He wasn't trying to escape Earth. He was trying to save it. He imagined millions of people living and working in space, while the planet below became a protected sanctuary, a kind of national park for humanity. He poured billions into rocket engines, habitats, and dreams. And when critics mocked his ambitions, he quoted physicist Gerard O'Neill, "We should move heavy industry into space to protect the Earth." He wasn't just selling the future anymore. He was building it. Deep inside a mountain in Texas, engineers built a clock. It's designed to tick once every year for the next 10,000 years. Bezos funded it as a symbol, a reminder to think long-term, to see time not as an enemy, but as a design constraint. It was his final metaphor. Build for the future, not for applause. By the time Bezos stepped down as Amazon's CEO, he had become less of a businessman and more of a myth. Part visionary, part villain, part algorithm himself. He once said, "We're all data-driven, but great leaders are data-informed." Amazon continues to evolve without him. The warehouses hum, the drones deliver, the servers never sleep. The algorithm he built outlived the man who wrote it. Today, Jeff Bezos spends more time among rockets than spreadsheets. But his creation, that invisible network of code, steel, and desire, still moves billions of lives every day. He didn't just ask, "What's next?" He built a machine that keeps asking it forever. As the world turns faster and algorithms shape every choice we make, one question remains. Did Bezos build the future, or did he teach it how to build itself? "The Earth is finite," he once said. "If we want a future for our grandchildren's grandchildren, we have to think bigger." He wasn't chasing profit or fame anymore. He was chasing permanence. Systems that endure beyond him, beyond time itself. The 10,000-year clock keeps ticking in silence, a monument to patience. Rockets rise from the desert, echoing his dream of civilization beyond Earth. Even now, his philosophy persists inside the companies, data centers, and people he influenced. Experiment relentlessly. Embrace long-term thinking. Treat every day as day one. Because in Bezos's world, day two is stagnation, and stagnation is death. He proved that curiosity can scale, that ambition can be systematized, and that the boundaries of business can stretch into the boundaries of space. To him, the world was never finished. It was always in beta, always updating, always iterating. The unyielding algorithm, the loop he wrote into the fabric of modern life, still runs today. Every order, every click, every dream of the next frontier feeds into it. Jeff Bezos didn't just change how we shop, he changed how the world thinks about tomorrow.